grateful to have a young man as part of this audience of writers, and I look forward to having him. I think right now we have 5 minutes, so let's try and do it without the mic. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
How we doing today?
Great.
Everybody still with us? Everybody still here? Just wanted to make sure. Okay. My name is Luap, as you just heard, Luap Abraham. And before I get into the book, I want to ask you a quick question. Have you ever had a time in your life where you had to give something up, or something was taken away from you, and you just didn't know exactly what to do during that time span?
Yeah.
Yes?
Many times, yeah.
You can relate, right?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, well, that's kind of what this book is about. This book came to me, it started as actually a family member of mine passed away. And it was my youngest sister. She was only 20 years old at the time. And it was very difficult to deal with that. So immediately I became destructive. I shut down a lot of my friends. I shut down a lot of different things. I was living in Atlanta. She died here in Miami. And I was alone. So, like I said, I became very destructive. Then, one day I took a look in the mirror and I said to myself, if I don't change, I'm going to wind up right next to her. And as you can see, I'm not next to her. So I did something to keep myself from being right next to her, right? And that's kind of how this book came about. I took 90 days of my life and I gave up 7 different things. The 7 things that I thought were the most destructive for me at the time, I gave them up, and here I am today with a book to talk about that experience and to talk about what it did for me. Basically, it changed my life in a lot of different ways. Is everyone here familiar with the law of attraction? Yes? Yes? Okay, so am I. The law of attraction states that basically what you want once you, it's like we're magnets, we pull each other towards each other, correct? Right? What I've noticed that with those magnets, in time, sometimes your magnets get a little tarnished, they get a little weak, they get a little rusty, they don't work the same as they used to. So when you take time to challenge yourself and give up certain things in your life, you start to realize that your magnets get stronger. You start to attract more, faster as well. And during my 90 days, I experienced synchronicities every single day, sometimes 3-4 times a day as well. And in this book shows you, and it also helps you to challenge yourself, to give up certain things in your life, so like that you can see some of the benefits. I'm sure a lot of us sitting here want to accomplish different things, but sometimes you say to yourself, oh, I don't have time, I'm busy, the phone keeps going off, television is always on, things of that nature. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, this book is designed to help you to accomplish certain things, to give up certain things in your life, and to keep you on track during that time span, because it's not easy. It is not. Starting with the people that you live with, if they're not on the same page as you, they will tempt you. Incredible. And I went through a lot of temptations during this time, and it really helped me to have different things set around me to keep me focused. Like having my goals set correctly, my vision boards around me constantly, and those things really helped me. I wrote this book telling you what I did during the time, how I did it, and basically how you can do it as well. And because one of the things I gave up during the time was all cooked foods, which was difficult for me because I never did that in my life, I learned how to make a lot of raw food dishes. And in the back of the book, I put a lot of those ingredients for anyone who would like to, try that one day, or if you want to just have some more raw food dishes in your repertoire, they're in the back of the book. And basically, like the sister, the book is only $20. It's a short book, it's about 100 pages long, and it just goes into very detail on helping you to accomplish or challenge you to give up things in your life. So now, by a show of hands, who wants a copy?
Can I attract it to me? Because I'd like to.
Let me see your and it'll come real slow. But
It sounds very interesting.
thank you.
How long did it take you to write it?
Well,
I stole your question.
it took me 90 days of going through the process, of course, and then after that, it took me about 6 months to put it all together. Because while I was going through my 90 days, I kept a journal every single day. And as I challenge everyone here to try to give up something in your life for 30, 60, 90 days, I also like to tell you to have a pen and paper and keep a journal every day, because you might not believe something that you went through. You might sometimes need to be reminded of what you're doing, and that journal can really help you show you. Like if you say, I give up smoking, right, and today you feel this way, but the next day you feel this way. When you look back on that, it reminds you to not want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? In addition to the book also comes with a complimentary CD. You know, after I did the book, I went and took a lot of speaking classes and seminars and stuff like that. One of the things that I learned was you want to cater to different people's learning modalities. And some people like to read, some people like to listen, some people like to watch DVDs. I've got some DVDs over here also that I did, not in conjunction with the book. They're a little separate, they're a little differently, but you know, I try to cater to people's learning styles. It comes with a free CD. The CD's about 45 minutes. It also helps to keep you on track during your 90 days venture to a brand new you. If you take the challenge, a brand new you awaits you whenever your time slot is over, and you will absolutely appreciate and love yourself even more. At this moment, have any questions? Yes.
You said that one of the 7 things that you had given up were cooked foods. What were the other 6 things that you gave up on your 90-day process?
What were the other 6 things? Would you like to know the other 6 things?
Yeah.
I'd like to read your book.
Yes, you can get them from reading the book, but I don't mind sharing it with you. Would you like to know?
Yes.
Would you like to know?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Okay, like she said, the first thing I gave up was all cooked foods. And that changed every 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, I would eat nothing but raw foods. The next 2 weeks, I would fast on strictly liquids. So 14 weeks raw foods, 14 weeks strictly liquids, 14 days of no cooked foods, and 14 days of strictly liquids. And that was one thing that helped to change my life in a drastic way. So that was one. Another one was I gave up all television. All television, no TV. It's a big distraction. I turned off the radio. That was another one. I stopped all cursing during that time span. I mean, you might slip, but when you slip, you catch yourself and you correct yourself immediately on the spot. That's 4. Another one I gave up was I gave up sex during the time. No sex, 90 days. That was not the easiest thing to do, but it really helped also. The other... excuse me, still in mind at the moment. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the other 2. No smoking and no drinking. That's what it was. I used to smoke weed, but you didn't hear that from me.
I have a tape recorder.
And I gave it up. And honestly, those 7 things were extremely challenging. But on my 90th day, actually my 91st day, I spoke about it. When I finished, my friend took me out to go party. I was the only one not partying because I was so used to not doing any of the stuff. But like I said, it turned me into a better me. It helped me to really appreciate life in a better aspect, because even though I love my sister, I really do not want to be next to her, at least not right now. You know what I mean? So, anyone else? Me? Well, actually, I'm only 40 years at the moment. You know, and I plan to be here for at least 40.
You're kidding. Well, I'm going to start that raw food and juicing.
It's wonderful. Listen. And on top of that, I'm 40 years old, and I did my first 5K mud run this morning, 9 a.m. with no problem. I was actually running backwards at certain points because I have so much energy. You know what I mean? So. The majority of the stuff, yes. I mean, I watch movies. I listen to music. Selective music. I'm still a vegan, raw, so that pretty much stuck. I still don't smoke. I drink sometimes. Yesterday was my sister's birthday, so I had a drink with her. It was her birthday. I couldn't say no.
They make you a better person.
Yes, absolutely. So
Thank you so
again, I challenge everyone in this room, right here today, to try to give up at least one thing for the next 30 days and see what it does for you. If you need any assistance with that during that time, the book The Awakening is here for you. Okay? The book for you, my friend, is only $20. Just $20. Okay?
Okay,
Thank you everyone for having me. I appreciate you. Enjoy the show.